Let me show you how you can perform a great SERP and competitor analysis with thruuu. With the thruuu SERP Analyzer, you will get a lot of SERP data and as well on-page data. So to get started, you can click on the Analyze action here and start the SERP Analyzer, or as well you can access the SERP Analysis directly from the menu here, Analyze SERP. To get started, it's quite simple. Enter your target keyword. Let's say I want to extract information from the SERP related to what is SEO. Then here you can select your country, location, search engine. So here I selected the US one with google.com. The SERP results, so if you select 10, you will analyze the first page, 20, the two first, etc. You can go up to 100. You can select your language. You can define if you want to analyze the desktop version or the mobile version, and if you want to include search volume as well. One SERP analysis will cost 1 credit, and if you include search volume, it will add 2 credits. So basically it will cost 2 credits. When you're ready, click on Analyze the SERP, and now we have to wait a few seconds. So here you go, you are on the main interface of the SERP analysis. You have different panels, and let me go through them together. So here you have your keywords. Here you can download the report. If you click on this action, you will get an Excel file containing a lot of data. You can also directly create a brief from here, or as well audit a page. And if you click here, you will open the live Google search. Here you have what we called SERP Insights metrics. So the number of results, the volume, search volume here, with the cost per click and the competition. So if you click on this little icon, you can see the monthly searches and the trend. Here you have information about the words on average, also for the longest and the shortest. The page rank on average. Page rank is a metric to identify or to define the competitiveness of a website. So it's a kind of domain authority. Image on average, and last update. So you can focus on the top 10, the top 3, or all your analysis. Here we only analyze 10 results, but if you have 100, you will have the average for the 100 results. So here is quite interesting because usually when I do a SERP analysis, I quickly check this report, and in a few seconds I can understand if I need to write a long article, a short article. I can identify if the SERP is quite competitive or not. And also if the SERP is fresh or not. But my two main metrics are really the words and the competitiveness. Then the next step is to go down, and here you have several reports, and we'll go through them one by one. The first one shows you the SERP. Here you have all the pages ranking on the page 1, and if you click here, you will go on the second page. You can see the SERP type, organic, question. Sometimes you can also have paid or other type like videos, images, and so on. Here you have the page rank, so basically the domain authority of the website, number of words, number of images. You can as well extend this view, and you can scroll on the right to get the article type. So if it's to get the page type, so it can be an article, an internal pages, it can be also an e-commerce page, social media, etc. The number of headings, the publication date, modification date, number of language. I mean, sometimes, pages are in multi-language, so here you can identify if a website has a multi-language strategy. All the links, so this is internal links, it's not backlinks, so all the links, and then the number of outbound links, so the links going outside. And as well here you have the list of schema that are used on the page. You can even go further. You click on the result, and it will open this panel here, displaying basically on-page information, so similar to popular Chrome extension, but here you don't need to basically go through every single page. You have everything in one view. So you can see some metrics, page rank again, words, etc. You can also see the meta title, the meta description, the headings of the page, and as well the frequent terms on this page. Basically, frequent terms are equivalent to n-grams. So like this, you can easily go through all the pages one by one, analyze their content, and start to make your own analysis, because why we are doing this is to understand the format of a page, to understand the structure of the page, etc. Also, if you click on the question, you will get all the PIA directly from here. Let's go on the next report, the topics report. So here what you can see is the top topics. So these are the terms, the most frequent terms, that are, let's say, displayed in the top 10. So these terms are present in almost all the pages on the first page. And when you click on one, you can see how it is used inside the context of the page. So here's the term search. You can see how it is used by the page 1. You can see the page number 2, etc., etc. So you can really see also the context of a word and understand how your competitors are using these terms inside their content. Then here you can have a focus on the top 3. So here it's quite cool because you can see what is unique in the top 3. So here the first page is only one speaking about SEM and PPC. So you should explore a bit and understand why they speak about that. You can go on to number 2 and the number 3. And here you have all the topics. You can filter by 1 word long, 2 words long, etc. You can see how many times they are found on pages, the average, the max, the mean, and the relevancy is the internal metrics telling you how relevant a keyword is for this specific SERP. Let's continue, and the next tab. So here you have the outline. So it's quite cool here because you don't need again to go through every single pages, open them with a Chrome extension to understand the structure. You have all the structure directly here. You can easily navigate the heading structure. It's quite good because you can here understand again what kind of headings they use and also how they structure the article. The next report is the questions. Here you will have different type of question, the PIA, so the one that are displayed on Google. And then here as well the most frequent question from headings. So we have the one that are the most frequent from the H1. So here you can see the H1 is almost always the same, 7 times is what is SEO. And then here you have H2, and you can see as well the most frequent H2s, how SEO works, what is SEO, why SEO important, etc. These are really focusing on the questions. So through is extracting question from headings. Below you can find more information. If there is blog posts, comments and question in this comment section, through will extract as well the questions and as well the FAQ. Here you can see an FAQ schema. So this is a little snippet of code that you don't see when you go on a page, but they are, let's say, hidden in the page, and through it's as well extracting this snippet of code. So quite good to analyze the question because you need as well to understand with your audience what are they looking for, and I believe that by understanding the question and the answer of your competitor, you can understand in more detail who is your audience. Page title. So here you can also have a focus on the page title to understand what kind of keywords are used in the title for the top 10 or for all. And here you have a little card displaying the SERP title, the meta title, and the H1. And when there is 100% match, it means that the SERP title is equal to the meta title. So in this case here, Google didn't rewrite anything. But in some cases, as you can see here, Google has changed the title on the SERP. It didn't take basically the meta, but here in this case, it takes the H1. So also here, it can give you an indication of what kind of title Google expects for this specific search. Similar for the description, the same story here. You have the keywords in the meta, in the Google description, and here as well, you can see always the SERP description versus the meta description. Related searches. So here you will find the related searches that are on the SERP. Images as well, so all the images are extracted. And if there is video as well, you can get videos extracted from the SERP. But in this case, there is no video or no carousel on the SERP. Through it's extracting so far only the YouTube video, but it's already quite good. So if there is a YouTube video embedded on a page, you will see here the list of all the video embedded. Okay, so you can see already this nice report that helps you to really understand who are your competitors and also to start crafting your content, because the goal is to really to create a great content. So you need to understand the format, you need to understand the structure, you need to understand the headings, you need to understand the topic you want to cover in your own article. And to go further, thruuu is also offering AI tools. So here I will show you the first one, the headings analysis. So you have to click on this action and wait a few seconds until the report is generated. So after a few seconds, the report is done, and now you can explore it. Here it's using AI. It analyzes the headings, all the headings, H2, H3s, and is grouping them by similarity. It's using embeddings approach. So if you're familiar with that, it will basically group the headings based on their similarity in terms of semantic. So here you can see that why it's SEO important is used by 36% of the pages. And when you click on this info box, you can see all the similar headings. So here, the page number 1, 3, 8, and 10 use why is SEO important in their content. What you can as well do is some filtering. You can check what are the most frequent headings in the top 3 or top 4. All those SEO work, only used by 1 here. You can as well sort by size of the group, etc. And now let me show you the second report, the content report. As well here, you will need to generate it, and it will take approximately 1 minute to be generated. Okay, now the report is done. The content analysis report is done. So here, how does it work? You have two, let's say, sub-reports, exploring frequent content and exploring new ideas. So in the first one, here you can see the frequent content. So thruuu is analyzing paragraphs of the top 10 pages and grouping similar paragraphs together. So here you can get an idea of what are the most common topics and paragraphs discussed by your competitor. And here it's a summary of that. So SEO is a practice of optimizing website and content to improve their ranking in search engine. So this is a summary, and this, let's say, topic is covered or discussed by almost all the results. And when you click here, you can see similar paragraph. So in the page ranking 1, and if you click here, you can see which page it is. So you can see here this text that is similar to the summary, right? So all these texts here are similar because they speak more or less about the same thing. And it's okay that a page has sometimes similar paragraph in the same content in the same page. So you get the point here. You can really understand what are the most used topics in the shape of a paragraph. So again, use that to understand what you need to cover, because you need also at some point when you want to rank for a specific term, you need to align with what the others are doing. It's like this because the searcher expects an answer and you need to align with this answer. Also here you can filter based on position and based on size to really focus on the most important topics. But what is also cool is that thruuu basically explore or offer new ideas. So basically here, the first one, challenging the status quo, debating the effectiveness of traditional SEO in the age of AI-driven content. So in fact, this topic is not yet covered by your competitor. So thruuu is offering new topic based on the existing, let's say, set of content on a page or on the SERP. thruuu is offering new content ideas. So there is about 18 or 15 content ideas by category: challenging status quo, offering a new perspective, including user-generated content, defining some strategy, or speaking about a certain vertical. So obviously don't use all of them, but get some inspiration from that, browse this analysis, and maybe include something new in your copy, because at the end, your copy should obviously follow, let's say, 90% of what's already covered, because you need to stick to this intent, or you need to provide the expected answer. But as well, to be able to rank, you need to come with something new. So you always have to keep this balance between being like the other while bringing a unique angle. So as you can see with thruuu, you have a lot of reports, and in 5 minutes you can make a deep dive into the SERP, extract data, to help you create better content, because the next step will be obviously to create a content brief or to write your article, and you can directly create a brief from this action, select your template and start creating a brief. But for the brief creation, I'll let you click on the next video and follow the next tutorial about content brief creation.